Hello everyone, welcome to another Monday movie. I'm Mr. Blue Summers. This week is part 1 of a 2-part series. In week 1, I'll be showing you how to use the matte shadow material type in 3D Studio Max using the Scanline renderer. We'll be just doing this teapot here as though it were a product shot. And then next week, I'll be using the mental ray renderer with the matte shadow material, and we'll look at camera matching and how you can sync up lighting with a photograph or another render that you already have. So let's get started. This teapot here is just sitting in the middle of a large plane, and I have 2 lights. I'm using a skylight for this sort of ambient fill lighting. It's set at 50% power and has shadows turned on. And this spotlight up here is set to 80% power. It's using area shadows, and it's just a disc. Nothing special here. So let's take a render of that teapot, see what we're working with, and then I'll jump into the technique. Okay, so you can see here that the shadows look great. I love this 2-part lighting setup, and I'm just using an ordinary ray trace material on that teapot. But what we want here is to get rid of this background plane, but we want to keep the shadow. So I'm going to open up my material editor, and for the material that I have for this ground plane, I'm going to click on the standard material type, and instead select matte shadow, and click OK. Let's take another render and see what that looks like. I love this technique. I love the way that it looks. So what we have now is just the shadow. We've gotten rid of all the rest of that ground plane object. Let me show you one more extension of this technique before we finish up. I'm going to, in my material editor, scroll down through the matte shadow options, down here to the reflection group. And where it says map, I'm going to select the ray trace map type, ray trace, and click OK. And that is what's going to give us this really great subtle reflection effect underneath the teapot. Now you'll want to be very careful with this particular technique because you can actually lose a lot of the fidelity in that shadow. It starts to really brighten up because of the reflection of your background color. But you do gain this really awesome reflection underneath the teapot, and that can give you a really subtle, excellent effect. Looks great for product shots. So there you have it. Next week we'll be taking a look at how you can use the matte shadow material type in the mental ray renderer in order to composite an object onto a photographic background.
Thanks for tuning in to another Monday movie. You can find all of my Monday movies as well as tutorials, resources, and downloads at my website www.mrbluesummers.com.